Live again. Let's see what happens now. Ella's sitting here eating her barbecue potato chips. Liam's back there eating something. And Addison's just being goofy.
There's a problem with playing.
You getting anything?
Says there's a problem while playing.
Get the popcorn on the plane.
Wait, I think I was on the wrong stream. Yeah, it's working.
Okay, Beth is working. Everybody can see me?
I can.
Okay, what happened, guys, is it looks like with the rain and the weather, we just were not able, hi, Janet. Hi, Justin. You know, it took us 3 times, but I'm on my phone now, so the information I share with you today is just going to be information from the top of my head because, you know, but we did want to do a show, and as you've seen earlier before we got knocked off, Ella and the 2 kids are here. Janet says she sees me. So everything should work good now. We'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. But you know, I want to talk to the kids. Jimmy, is everything okay? I noticed on Telegram today that you said you're doing okay, but there's people concerned about you. So, you know, if you need to talk, send me a message or whatever, and you know we're here for you, little man. Patriot 11. Okay. Now you got plenty of time to contact me. It's time you do that. Hi Valerie. Hi Susie Q. Susie Q. You know, Susie Q. Oh, Susie Q. You know what? You're goofy. I was singing a little monkey here. Patriots Boogie, Boogaloo, and Boogaroo.
What?
Little monkey goes, what? When I said them names. Them are just names, Addison, them are names that Patriot John calls his little grandchildren. Like we call you little monkey, like we call you little turd. Oh. But anyway, guys, you know, Patriot Princess, our queen, Patriot Hunter, her brother, Patriot Wyatt Earp, and Patriot Karate Kid, Patriot Little Leona and Little Elan. It's quit raining here. I'm sure you guys are glad to know this. And then we have my grandkids, Patriot Small Hank, Patriot Kira, along with Patriot Super Gymnast, Patriot Little Monkey, and Patriot 7. Couldn't think of his name. I drew a sleepy moment, you know. My teleprompter went out on me. I didn't know what to do. But anyway, speaking of sleepy kids, and this is for adults too. My granddaughter told me a little joke a few minutes ago, and I laughed, and I told her one. And this is for kids and for everyone, but I thought you guys might enjoy it. Let's have a little fun. So anyway, there's this little boy on a plane. This little boy's on a plane, and all of a sudden sleepy. For all new people that don't know who Sleepy is, he's the guy that they said was the, you know, running the country for the 4 years previous to the real president.
That's a long time.
But anyway, this little boy's sitting on a plane, and Sleepy sits down next to him, and Sleepy looks at this little boy and says, hey, he says, I've heard that if you talk when you're on a flight, it goes quicker, it goes better. And the little boy says, okay, what would you like to talk about? And Sleepy says, well, how about we talk about how good a president you think I am, or how good a president you think I can be. Little boy said, okay. But he said, before we talk about that, can I ask you one question, sir? And he said, sure, what's your question? He says, well, there's a deer, there's a cow, and there's a horse. And Sleepy says, okay. And he goes, when the deer goes poop, he poops little pellets. Sleepy goes, okay. He said, when a cow goes poop, he leaves a big pile. And Sleepy said, okay. And he says, when a horse goes, it's really stinky and it's really a lot. He goes, okay. He says, but I don't understand what you're trying to say here, what you want me to say. And the little boy said, exactly. You don't know nothing about poop and you think you're good enough to run the country? I thought it was cute. So we've got some people on that's not very nice today, huh? I see they made a very naughty remark.
Somebody just subscribed and somebody wants a shout out.
Who just subscribed? Morgan. A shout out to Morgan. A shout out. Pardon me?
Robin wanted the shout out.
And Robin wants a shout out too. Well, hi Robin, how are you doing? But I also want to take the time because I think, now I'm not 100% sure because I have not been able to check to get confirmation, but if I'm hearing right, today is a very special day for Robert, our dear friend Robert. Robert, okay, Robert Von, whatever your last name is, it went to by two fix. We'll give you a shout out. Thank you. I love the hat too. But Robert, in England, it's his birthday today. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Robert. Happy birthday to you. Wow, Bobby Hill's here. So, since we're speaking of certain things, I do want to announce that we're not playing any music in here, and we're not, because we've already done it in the first one. Hi, Sarita. Hello from Germany, Bromberg. Good to see you here. Are you new? Did you subscribe? You don't have to, but I thought I'd ask you, him.
Somebody asked what that hat said.
No, we don't. We just need to make America great again. We don't need to worry about skinny, fat, or whatever. How about make America beautiful again? Thank you, Fishing with Bergie. Well, lots of new names today. Short Videos said hi. Hi, Short Videos. Anyway, something I wanted to discuss a little bit is I seen a video last night. And as disturbing as the video was, I wanted to share it today because what doesn't mean God? Well, you love me. Thank you. I love everybody. Hi. But anyway, I seen a short video last night, and they was protesting. A big group of people were protesting what the hat did. Now, for new people who don't know who the hat is and don't know who Sleepy is, if you ask Janet or someone will post it, who they are in this section here. You want to see each other in Ohio? I don't think I've ever really been to Ohio yet. I live in a terrible state, but I love it because it didn't used to be terrible until we got the fat man. But anyway, these people on this video were protesting what the hat did to Iran. They were terrible. They was nasty. And then they switched to Iran, and the people are dancing in the street, yelling and screaming how great a president, how great a man he is. Isn't it funny when we have people in our country protesting that we're trying to protect not just us, but the world? And you know why? Because these terrible people that we're trying to wipe out are paying people money. Well, you know what? These people that get paid money to go and do these protests, why don't we throw their asses in jail? Why don't we put their butts in jail and lock them up for about a year to 2 years and see if the money was worth it? That's my opinion. Because, you know, the whole thing is, I'm 71 years old. If I go out and do a peaceful protest, they throw me in jail. It's time we take back America. It's time we do things. Craven Moorhead, wonder if I can see you in Ohio. My brother's in Ohio right now with his wife, my sister-in-law, and 5 kids and grandkids, and they went to Ohio. Can you imagine that? Think of this. Think of this. Man, you get your vacation. You've worked hard all year to deserve your vacation, and you choose Ohio to go to? I guess they wanted to see what a real Buckeye looked like. And I got nothing against Ohio. As a matter of fact, I'm a college football fan, and my favorite team is Illinois. And actually, my second favorite team in college football is the Ohio State Buckeyes. I like their program, especially when they can beat the holy manures out of yes, Janet, all illegals have to go back to their countries. And see, if you ever listen to Caroline Levitt, if you ever listen to this sweet, beautiful woman speak, I used to think Caleb McInerney was the best press secretary we ever had. And just in the short time that Caroline Levitt has been our press secretary, she protects her president. She protects the country. She does what she needs to do. Yes, do you know that every 24 hours in Africa, a day passes? We can stop this together. Yeah. Well, see, I've been saying for a long time, if they don't want to get off of their high horses and do it, I mean, there's billions of people. There's not that many that's, can go against us. Don't do no good to play the song, Proud to be an American. And see, anybody who knows me knows that when I play the song, Proud to be an American, I always say, I've seen people here from other countries today, Germany and other countries. RV is getting very close, but I've seen people here from other countries. So let's say Germany, or the girl I write in the Ukraine, any country. And I tell this girl at least 3 to 4 times, play this song, and when it comes on Proud to be an American, okay, you're from Turkey. Okay, I'm glad I read that. Flexio, it says, I am from Turkey. I thought you said I am a turkey. And I'm not making fun of your country, because I think we all should have some turkey. No, I'm just joking. I've been watching too much of this one stand-up comedian. Man, I tell you, this guy has no material at all. But he's funny as hell. Heck. He's funny as heck. I mean, he picks out people in the crowd, and he does his whole show on them. And he's amazing. Can't think of his name right now, though, but... someone's having trouble with their toilet? Oh, that's a crappy situation. Tell you, I'm watching too much of this stand-up comedy guy. Hello from Belgium. Hello, Belgium. A shout out to Litz Pierre. And being from Belgium, when you hear this song, Proud to be an American, sing it, Proud to be a Belgium. A Belgiumie, or I don't know, what do you call a Belgian person? Is there, we're Americans, we live in the USA. What do you, anybody here from other countries, what you know, Belgium. Are you a Belgiumite? I don't know. I'm not saying this to be funny. I just don't know. I'm trying to be educated here.
Police officer.
What?
Police officer.
Where?
Patriot.
Oh. Hey, you don't bark at the cops, man.
He might put you in. Whoa. Shadow, come here.
I'm Indian. Well, banger. Congratulations and thank you for being here. Birthday shout out to Dixie. Dixie, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dixie. Happy birthday to you. In Wells, boy, we have a lot of countries represented here today. Love the hat too. I think everyone should have one, no matter what country you're in. Because I don't care what country you're in. I'm not real fond of what you just said, 420. This is a kid-friendly show, and I hope you're saying it in a nice way, but that's not how I'm taking it. Gasoline here went up 10 more cents, 3.29. Bill, I just was going to go over here when I came over to my granddaughter's house, my daughter's house today. I was going to get some gas, and I said, whoa, 3.29. Nope. I'll go later. It's a beautiful hat for me to poop in. Well, you know what? Dude, someone like you would never get close to a hat like this because you show you're not classy enough to wear a hat like this. It's the only cool people can wear hats like this.
Ooh! Papa!
What did you say, Grandpa? What did he say?
Okay, first, I'm gonna say something here, guys. I've been doing this show for over 5 years. I am. Thank you for supporting me. Well, whenever you talk and say stuff like that, you prove you are lame. I've been doing this show for over 5 years. I got a message here a while back that we've had almost 3 million views, which, you know, when you stop and think of some of the sites on here, they get 3 million views, some of them in a month. But I started this show on March 5th, 5 years ago. I sent it out, a recorded copy. It was about 32 minutes, and I sent it out to 12 people. And when I did, I talked to God, and I said, God, if I just touch one person during this 5 years or 10 years or however long it takes to end this, I feel myself a success, and I'm trying to do the best I can for you. That 12 people, I asked them, could you please send it to your people? Ask them to send it to their people. Wow, Mike, that's high. Thank you for loving my hat. What is it? E. Can I just call you E instead of E? But anyway, you be quiet. Anyway, okay. I just call you E. Where are you from, E? Are you new? Why not make America great? That's a question being answered with a question. Do you live in America?
No.
Sir, or ma'am, whichever you were. I didn't see your name. You wanted to know why make America great? Why not? Do you live in America? From Scotland. Dundee, Ukraine, UK. Free Palestine. I thought they were. You live in Chicago, LS? Where about in Chicago? Are you a White Sox fan or a Cub fan? From Ohio, okay. Boy, I tell you, there's a lot of people that very naughty today. They're keeping my moderators busy. I don't know which one's taking out more,
Janet.
Ella or Janet.
Janet.
You don't have to be American to love America. Where are you from? Cosmos, power of galaxy. Oh, are you from another dimension? I'm just joking. Because you know they say that we're going to be getting people coming down here. That's how they're going to really introduce them special beds.
You're not in really good.
Have I done drugs? No. I can honestly say I've never done drugs. I don't smoke. But if you want to drink some beer, buddy, line them up. And if I can't keep up with you, I'll get these kids as here, Dad do. And if I challenge you to outdrink him. Pronounce your name, Azuri. Azur. I don't know.
Where?
Yes, I am a Christian. I talk to God every day. He talks back. Yes, Cindy, lots of trolls. Hi, Bill. Cindy, how you feeling? For all you didn't know, Cindy went through surgery a while back. I believe she's back to work.
Somebody's tired.
Well, that don't happen much. The dog's sleeping. Good afternoon, Sandra. The person from Scotland, are you from Glasgow? My girlfriend is from Glasgow, Scotland. And you know, guys, when Mike Davis says his girlfriend is from Glasgow, she's really pretty too. She's a looker. Wow, don't tell Mike I said this, but she's a hottie. Right now, Mike is smiling like crazy. Right now, Mike is smiling like crazy. But that's the friendship we have. And see, that's what Liverpool, United Kingdom. Isn't that where the Beatles were from? Oh, yeah, I tell you something. I'm a big Beatles fan, guys. I listen to them pretty much every day. Make America honest again. That's what we're working on. That's a good one. Dude, you should go and... you should go and buy that phrase. Man, you should get that. What is my opinion on Israel? I believe it was the last showcase of what's going to bring the world together. And I only say this because... Oh, I'm not going to steal Mike's girlfriend. Because Mike's seen the girl that I write. Live in Anaheim, okay. Well, you're close to Cindy there. Oh, that's who you was talking to. I'm sorry. I thought you was talking to me. I feel left out. Yes, she's from the Ukraine. Hopefully she's going to be from the United States here before Labor Day, but we got to get this dead butt hat to do something. And I do want to talk about that, guys. I'm gonna go and talk about a couple things real quick, is because all indications I'm getting from several people, Patriot Diane, make America peaceful again. I love that. Ella put that up there. See, I'm reaching out. Make America safe again. Yes. Well, you know, we can make America safe if we just get rid of them crazy people who's run it for so many years that's paying money to make America bad. And you know, have you ever said the N-word? Yes, I have. I worked in a factory for almost 30 years. And I was a naive young kid at 19 years old when I went to work there. And I really had hardly never said that word. Because see, I didn't know what they were. I didn't know, and if you really know the true definition of that N word, I'm not going to give it here, but I didn't lose my teeth. I got teeth. They might not be, hey, but they're getting better. Someone called me, told me my teeth were yellow, and I've been using some stuff, and they're getting cool. They're, you know, I am old, guys. Make America friendly again. I like that. I'm really digging all of these new sayings about America. Man, we ought to get these all out to the hat, you know. Where am I from? I'm from Illinois. There's another Californian.
I can't moderate anymore.
Why?
It just died.
Well, plug it in.
I did.
Plug it in.
I did.
Well, you should be able to use it then. See if you can get it. Can you get it on here?
Try.
Anyway, her. No, you can't do it. Anyway, I'm trying to read stuff. You don't have another one?
That? What is that? Because Addison was playing with it earlier.
Well, that should get enough once it gets going. Ella's thing just ended, so I just lost a moderator. Make America smile again. I'm liking this.
You should make a whole live based on Make America.
I don't understand how UNC, how was the dinosaurs? Make America be with America. May God be with America. Okay. There is no good. Smile. I smile a lot. I try. You know, guys, whenever I go out, I try to make 10 people smile. Did I make any of you smile today?
I never seen you without a smile.
My granddaughter says she'd never seen me without a smile. You know, and I think that's what we all need to do. If we would start smiling, because you know, when you smile, the whole world smiles with you. Make America lovely again. No, I don't need a Pakistan girl. I got nothing against them. They're beautiful. But truthfully, there's not a woman in the world that's not beautiful. You know. Well, thank you for the like. I'm not, Janet, are you understanding this from Blocks, Fruits Pro? Hi, Unc. How is the dinosaurs? What? I have no clue what you're talking about. Thank you. It is a very nice hat. A little bedazzled.
ASMR.
Okay. Yeah, see, it doesn't matter if people make fun of me because I make fun of myself. Because when you can laugh and smile and make fun of yourself, you got no problems. No, they're figuring 2025 out. 2025 is going to go down in history as probably the greatest year ever. Oh, it's Bill Hadley. I thought it was Bill Haley. I thought I was going to ask you where the comments were. Who's gay there, Bill? Liam? Who do you think is gay?
What'd you say that means happy?
Ron says we're about ready to get rain here. We just got it here, Ron. That's why I'm doing a show on the phone. Make America holy again. I love that. Ooh, Mr. Stepper, damn you, damn who?
It's sort of working.
Yeah, there's a good one. Make America First again. You back on?
Yeah. Make America.
2044? I don't understand that.
Are you ready to
But there is some very good signs going out there.
It's a year.
I thought it was 2020. I thought the year was 2025 there right now. What galaxy are you living in? Mr. Stepper, man, 2024 and I ain't been on the bed yet, man. That's gonna put me at 90 years old.
Can I tell you a joke?
So's ours here's Mike. I just did a 10-day search on our weather here in Illinois, and the lowest day we're supposed to get at night is 79 degrees at night. Well, I hope you pay them well for mowing your grass.
I think all of us tap on the same message at the same time, and one of us gets it.
Well, hi, Alexander. How are you today? How is your day going? Does anybody believe, like I believe and Ron believes in that the weather is being controlled by the people that keep us inside, try to stay cool? Hello, Lauren. Good to see you. Are you a patriot too, Lauren? Lauren Order. I watch your show, Law and Order.
Yeah, right.
Ron Paul. I've heard of him. I don't know much about him, though. Man, know what? Nah. Tyree, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. WW3 just went by the board the other day when the hat did what he did. I like that one. That one's been on about 3 or 4 times. They make America beautiful again. Dexter, you're right. No man can do God's will. He's in charge. Thank you for saying nice cap. Thank you. You know, the yays and the nays for my hat today
Great.
is about 50 good and about 5 or 6 bad. Says Pose Cop. What's that? Say POES Cop. It means I love you. Well, Pose Cop to you. In what language? Are you the person from Denmark? Anybody here from Norway? That's where my family's originally from. We're Anderson, O-N. We're originally from, you know, my grandparents came over and great-grandparents came over from Norway.
Oh my gosh, she has the nature, but you're not.
Oh, yes. Okay, that's Cloudwalker. That's what I was asking. I agree with you. Oh, I like that one. What's trending? Make America glorious again. I really like to read what everybody's saying, but so many people's getting put in naughty time that... Okay, no.
They can't come back on the channel because Janet times up.
How old am I? How old do you think I am?
Well,
I'm 71 years young. Yes, I'm a Christian. I'm very good. How are you? Make America holy again. Oh, I shouldn't say what I'm going to say. Nah, I won't say that. I was going to make a crack about the bombings the other day, but
I don't know.
I feel sorry for the country that we had to do that, but it had to be done. And we had the right man doing it.
Copycat. Copycat.
That's why we're trying to change it. Omatum, I think I got it, I don't know. OMMATEUM, that's why we're trying to change it. This person says, I'm conflicted about American democracy doesn't work and it's immoral and monopoly capitalism is terrible. If you're a patriot, if you have been doing anything in the patriot movement, the one thing that they're letting people know is that is why the hat, that is why the white hats, that is why the good people are trying to change this. It was not supposed to be like this. The Constitution was not written up like this, but terrible people went in many years ago and changed it, and we didn't have the kahunas to stop them. But now our eyes are open and we're stopping them. So that is a very good question. I'm glad you made that because I was glad I could give that answer. I hope that helped a lot of people. Yes, make America great for our generations to come. And right here, the generation right here. See, that's who I want to make it great for, her, my grandkids, and all young kids. Because, see, when I first got over here today, before I started doing the show, I had to talk with my grandson. And he made the All-Star team. So everybody give a shout out to Liam for making the All-Star team. But last night, when they had practice, he wasn't playing normal position. And he is a pretty good ball player. He's going to get a lot better when he learns the game. But see, when I was Liam's age, all we did was eat, sleep, and play ball. That's it. I mean, we didn't want to do anything else. If we had girlfriends and they wanted to be with us, they had to play ball. Because living in the town we lived in, we had to have the girls play so we could have enough. We used to play a lot of no opposite field, which means we didn't have enough players to play in second base, first base, and the outfield and right field. So we took the players we had. And if you was right-handed, you could only hit the left field and center. If you was left-handed, you could only hit the right field and center and that. And we played pitchers hands out. But we did whatever we could to play ball. But now, kids would rather stay and play on their computers and do this and that. And I actually had a lady look at me the other day and said, hey, do you got some money? I really want to go get my kids a game. I said, huh? A game of what? Well, a game that they can play on a computer. I said, it's sunshiny outside. Tell them to take their game, stuff it up there where they sit, and go outside and play. How many of you guys can remember that you had a certain time you sit down for dinner and you sit down with your family and you talked? You didn't go back out and play. But there was no TV. TV was when it got dark and you sat around the house for a few minutes, a few hours, watching shows like Bonanza, the Lawrence Welk Show. Shows that you watched as a family. Because, you know, being in a family that the oldest person of the kids was my sister. But she got married when she was 18 or 19 years old. So she was gone by the time I was like 9 or 10. But I can remember sitting around with Patriot6 here, Ron, myself, my mom and dad, and we would watch Gunsmoke, we would watch Bonanza, we would watch all the Westerns, but we had to give my mom something. So on Sunday night, we all had to sit down and watch the Lawrence Welk Show. I agree with you. Let's bring back the Bible and read to people and that. Congratulations, Liam, from Janet. Hi, Ralph's granddaughter. Her name is Ella, Mike. Did you see that Mike said hi to you?
Oh.
The little monkey's walking around with a backpack. She's going into kindergarten. I think she's
That backpack because it has my name on it.
I think she's practicing her walk to go to school. Who will be her teacher? Will it be a grumpy old grump or will it be her mommy? I think her mommy wants it to be her. Make, join, comment.
What?
I don't understand.
Where do you see that?
Right here. What's the creepy $100? I'm behind you guys.
Where do you see that?
It's up a ways.
That's way up.
Well, since Janet just took out 10 in a row, let me scroll down. Hello, Janet. Okay. Let me go down and catch up where we're at. 4th of July. 4th of July, I think, is going to be the greatest 4th of July since we got independence. I don't believe it is bad. One of my favorite all-time ball players wore number 13, Ozzie Guillen. And he was such a great player that they made him manager and he won a World Series for the White Sox. I think 13 is just something like everything else. You know, people say something about it and everybody believes it. I'm big into numbers, guys. I mean, me and Ron are constantly texting each other. I do too. I believe everything starts at the home. At home, Amachum. I believe everything starts at the home. If you teach your kids right and wrong, if you teach your kids the things that they need to be taught, I believe everybody can. You know, it would be a much better world. You know, but you know, we live in a country that there's so many bad people that was in control of this country for so long, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything about a party, but you take, you know, but what I will say is you have a party that they call themselves Democrat or Democrats with an S at the end. Then you have a party that calls themselves Republican. Okay? Now, the Democrat Party, the Democrats, take the last letters. RATS. Pretty self-explanatory. The Republican, ICAN, I can. So do you want to follow and be a rat, or do you want to do it and be able to do it and say it? Yes, Janet, it is. Just rumors, but maybe there will be number 17 show up that night. Let's pray if you know. You know, yes, Mike Davis. Well, we know. And we've never given up that hope. Hey, there's John Boogie. Loves smiling with me and watching Bonanza. You know, Bonanza to me, there's a young woman laying in there. She's probably trying to take a nap because I had the kids all out here with me. But anyway, when she was a young kid, I would drive her to school. I would drive her, and my son was in different schools, so I would take him to school first. I'd say, hey, do you want a donut? No, Dad, I just want to go to school. And this is my son, Brandon. I just want to go to school, Dad. I just want to go to school. I've got a goal. I'm not going to miss 1 minute of school all year long. And he didn't. Ralph, it is 4:44. And you know what? In 34 seconds, we're going to be on here for 44. But anyway, after I'd say, do you want a donut? No, I want to go to school. I want to go. And I'd always get him to school early. But me and my daughter, we love this song, Bye Bye American Pie, with Don McLean. It's supposed to be a song about the day music died. But music didn't die. It got stronger. It got very stronger. And right now, as I say this, it was 44. I'm not how long I've been on. But I would play. I would have it called in. before I'd leave the house to take them to school. And when I dropped my son off, I had about an 8-mile drive to take my daughter. And if you listen to the first full version of Bye Bye American Pie, you understand what I'm saying. You put an onion to your belt because it was the style of the times? I've never heard of that. Are you from the United States? But anyway, I would play that. And sometimes I'd drive fast. And we'd get there and she said, Dad, I can't go to school until the song's over. And I said, okay. And I'd drive around and the song would end and she said, well, you know, Dad, it's a little late to go to school. Why don't we just go home, get something to eat, and we'll watch a whole day of Bonanza. And that's what we did, John. We missed many days. But I was the cool dad that would let their kids miss a day here and there, as long as their grades were good. My son never had trouble with grades. In his whole going through school, he got 1 B+. The rest was all A's. The B+ he got was in a college course that he didn't want to take, but still he got a B+ on it. That being said, it kept him from being valedictorian, but you know, valedictorian is just a name of somebody. Are you still getting chat? Because it slowed down for me. But anyway, there's been a lot of discussion today about make America great, make this great, do this, do this. And Ron, is it raining there yet? Let me even go back and read some of the other. Black Rock had word to say, you look like you're winning in life. So I feel like I'm winning in life. I mean, you know, I've had up and downs. 8 different times I've been told by doctors that, medically speaking, I shouldn't be alive. It started when I was 3, and they told my parents that I had polio, and they told them to put me in a home. I'd be in a wheelchair, and if I lived to be 10 years old, I'd be an old guy because they didn't have no hope for me. So, you know, when we just went...
Somebody wants a shout out.
Who was it?
Jackson Walker.
Someone wants a shout out. Jackson Walker wants a shout out. Hello, Jackson. How are you? I ain't getting that yet.
It's all the way down.
Well, I'm all the way down. The last one I got is Google.
Well, not all the way.
Oh.
Well.
I don't know. Anyway, when I was 10, I got pneumonia. Double pneumonia. It was the worst case that the hospital had ever seen. But I still made it. And then it's like every now and then I think God thinks he has to make me open my eyes and realize to appreciate every day that we get. So I'm still trying to figure out what this white guy tied an onion to his belt for.
You must be way behind because I have double.
Well, I can't go no further. Maybe mine quit working. So hopefully it'll start working again.
That's way.
Oh, what happened?
Yours is way far off.
Way far off?
Yeah, like.
Well, you're going to have to tell me then, because guys, I'm not getting the chat right now, so I can't make comments off you're saying. It's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just that I'm not getting the chat, so I can't respond. But
Somebody says love the hat.
I love the hat too. Thank you. Everyone should get one. So I do want to talk a few things since I'm not getting the chat. Do want to talk about a few things that some people have been talking about. I had a very long talk the other night with Patriot Diane with 2 N's. And I said N, you know, like the letter N, not ends. She only had 1 end. And it follows her every place she goes. You didn't need to turn around and show me you're behind. The little one's going over there goofy. You want to see the definition of goofy and cute? Addison. Oh no, Grandpa, why did you do that? She's a little teaser. I wonder why can't scroll no more. I don't know. But anyway, I had a very good talk with Diane. She told me that there's this lady out there. Some of you may follow her. Her name is Tessie Trek. She's on Telegram. And Tessie is really an amazing woman. She talks to God, which so do I, but God actually answers her. He only gives me clues. I feel, no, I don't. But anyway, when I was talking to her the other day, she said that she thinks that Tessie's husband is a high up white hat. And he tells her things that some she can't tell us, but then there's another guy out there, and I want to say his name is Bara. I may be wrong. So I'm just forget I said that because I don't remember who it is, but there's another gentleman out there that is very adamant about this was 24 hours ago that I heard this, that within 24 to 72 hours, everything's going to be go. Now, last night on Bruce and a Big Call, which I know some of you don't like Bruce, but it's not that I don't like Bruce. It's just that he's just like every other person doing shows like this. We never tell the truth because they don't allow it to be the truth. But we keep people going, and my people here, I just try to keep you happy, keep working on your vibrations and to move forward. Anything that I need to address? Anybody saying anything I need to address?
Let me see.
I think she was about ready to fall asleep there. Or she might have been watching something else. She was. I busted her. She was really quiet. Ellis said near. She was busted. But anyway, there's nothing really to talk about, guys. So I'm just going to talk. I really truthfully believe that by the 4th of July, let's think about what happened on another 4th of July many years ago, and I believe we're going to have celebrations like that. I truthfully believe that every one of you who like to indulge in a glass of wine or a beer, to like to celebrate. But remember this, if you celebrate when all this happens, celebrate responsibility. Use responsibility. Do not get behind a car, and just be cool, We have a party this weekend. Saturday night is the little, where'd she go? Little monkey here. We're gonna celebrate her birthday. Swim party, lots of food. A root beer or two. What?
Yes.
She's really goofy today. But I'm going to miss her tremendously when she goes to school this year. I tried talking her mom into letting me homeschool her, but it is what it is. But guys, in closing, just know that I really believe we're close. I enjoy doing these questions and answers, but for some reason I froze up and I can't, I'm not getting the questions and that anymore. So we've been on for 55 minutes almost, so I'm going to call it a day. We'll be back Friday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. For the people who's from other countries, if you want to leave a comment, not here, but at the end of the video, there's places you can comment. Tell me what countries you're from. I can kind of look it up. If we need to start doing an afternoon show and a night show for a while, we can do it once or twice a week, just so you guys can get in on it. And normally I have more information, but I really like the questions and answers. It's just that this weather right now and what they're doing everything, I really believe. But for all the people and everyone that was here today, thank you for all the likes, and even the people who came in and tried to make the show a non-success. We've dealt with hecklers like you, with Janet, with Ella, with Mike, with John. I have great moderators, and they take care of me. They you know, I once had someone that decided that I was crazy, that I needed to be put in an institution, and they decided to come in and infiltrate my show. And I was ready to kick them all out. I was ready to get rid of all of them. I didn't have to do anything because my moderators, my friends, my family here, they all took care of me. And the next thing I knew, them people were gone. We allow you to say what you want to say as long as you say it in a right and peaceful and loving way. We consider ourselves family here. We love each other, and we will go to bat. Well, as the song said, you know, until the very end, we're here for each other. We've used this last over 5 years of these shows to give people meaning. When I said if I could touch one person, I've touched many. But there was once a time I had 35,000 followers. But then people get jealous when you have that, and they decide they want to steal your show because they're not smart enough to go out and start their own show. One person, she tried taking it over, and I was even nice enough that I promoted her new show when she left. Now, she didn't leave on willing terms. It was kind of a decision from me and Patriot6 and another group of people. They just, I don't know what happened. I considered them brothers and sisters, but you know, even family turns on you sometimes. So we're all about love, family, and happiness here. And I hope you see that. I hope my smile, you know, I hope it does. For all those who wanted a shout out, you know, I hope I give you a shout out. For all of you that had birthdays, I sang to 3 people today. I don't sing good. I don't have a voice. But you know, I sing with love and compassion. And with that, I'm going to say, have a great day. Keep cool. And remember, the finish line is, we're almost touching it. God bless. We love you all.
I sent you something at the end.
You didn't, baby. You didn't make it.